some of the inmates, they got 460 years. I don't know you, man, but I don't think that I'm gonna even get to
tack it
100.
on, right?
Our friend, el presidente Bukele.
Bukele.
Salvador, I think that they are doing a lot of good job over there, man. They're trying to clean up kind of their country, because right now they want to bring some investment. I'm not sure if you noticed the news. They transferred 2,000 inmates to this mega prison. And some of these inmates, this is the weird part, and these people were MS-13. Basically, some of the inmates, they got 460 years. I don't know you, man, but I don't think that I'm gonna even get to
Tack it
100.
on, right? Like, just keep going, whatever.
That's just ridiculous. Like, why the judges, they give those type of sentences, right? Like,
You know what?
you're gonna be living like here for lives.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I mean, there's a life extension, longevity stuff going on. Maybe they just want to be sure they're covered, right?
Yes, it's just in case if Brian Johnson actually makes it work and don't
Right.
die.
You got to make sure it's covered. But you know what? It's probably also just like, they want to make it like, man, they're really laying the law down on these guys that they, it's probably a deterrent, right? 460 years is such a big number, but I mean, Bukele's doing a really good job over there. I think most people, he just got, I think, reelected to his next term. And so he's just continuing doing what he's been doing. I think they've seen a lot of success. So
El Salvador was turned from the most dangerous place in the world to the safest in the Western Hemisphere. That's not a small feat.
And taking care of and cleaning up the streets is kind of, I think, a big part of it, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just to give you some history on the Mara Salvatrucha, the name is, and that's the reason it's kind of hard to pronounce in English. So that's the reason why kind of they abbreviated to MS-13.
When former President Clinton deported a lot of those gang members without telling us they were gang members, they were criminals. They roamed free and recruited young people, thousands of young Salvadorans, to join the gangs. At first, they seemed like petty criminals, but they began to change and transform until they became the unscrupulous terrorists that we know today. Every aspect of the daily life of most people was controlled by the gangs. Murder capital of the world is a tragic title to hold.
That made El Salvador very dangerous because it got out of control. And obviously, some of these people, they moved to US, and also there are some gangs in different parts of, in the big cities, right? California, like in Los Angeles or New York, and so on. But I think that El Presidente Bukele is doing a very good job. And the other thing is that he's trying to make sure that Bitcoin is kind of helping to free up the country.
The Bitcoin system is so perfect that I think it's going to be the future. Not becoming independent, because we're not, but at least becoming a little less dependent on the output of new dollars and the new inflation that's coming with those new dollars. We don't perceive any of that.
So what's your take there on that part?
Well, it seems like he has a pretty methodical plan, right? Clean up the streets, check. Fix the finances, check. That's kind of what he's doing, right? And he's doing that a lot with Bitcoin and US dollar and things like that. I think, and even recently, he's trying to kind of pass new legislation that's making it a lot easier for people to bring private investments with Bitcoin and things like that. So they're really weaving Bitcoin into their normal daily use by establishing these banks. So if you want to start a business or something like that, you can do that with Bitcoin. And so he's just trying to kind of diversify their economic system, because you don't quite know what's going to happen in the future. But if you have these options and you're not forcing people into their former fiat currency, I think it's setting them up for success.
Yeah, I think that all of these are kind of foundational in order to get the country in a better state. Um, we have seen it with China, we have seen it with India, right? Japan, these countries that in a few decades they're able to just turn them around. So I think that El Salvador is in good direction. They are one of the playbooks for Latin America in order to be able to adopt more Bitcoin. So let's keep watching them. Let's see how it develops. But so far, so good for Bukele.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of the other Latin American countries can use this as a playbook, for how they might want to start bringing crypto or Bitcoin into their countries to kind of stabilize. Last week, we talked a little bit about Turkey and Argentina, how they have their hyperinflation that's going on. Whereas, you see countries like El Salvador with Bukele, they're trying to stabilize it and trying to improve the future, right? So I think the future looks bright for El Salvador, and a lot of the other countries should take a look at how they're structuring things to be successful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We do love to hear from you. We like to share our ideas, and we like to get info and input from you guys. If you haven't watched our viral Bitcoin all-time high meme remix, check it out on our channel. We've got 3 of them now. One of them almost has 11,000 views. So we're really excited about that. But that's all we've got for today. You know what? Dale.
Bye.
Bye.